So you can see a little bit more of that detail of what's happening within Epic Universe.
This I have not seen yet.
Okay guys, we're back at Universal Studios Florida. It's time for another Epic Universe update. We have new aerial photos from BioReconstruct. There's stuff happening at Universal Studios Hollywood for Epic. We'll have some more, inside information about what's going on, but also it's Mardi Gras time. Let's try some food, see the parade, and also talk about, just all the Epic stuff happening. Let's head in.
The medallion has been put up. Mardi Gras 30th celebration, Universal Orlando 2025. So this is one of my favorite things about Mardi Gras is they have this food and beverage card. There's 50 plus tasting options, but if you spend $65, there's $75 on the card. If you're a pass holder, if you spend $120, they'll put $150 on the gift card. Now, you can use this all year round on food at City Walk, Universal Studios. So I stack up on these, so I save a bunch of money throughout the year. This is a great deal if you're an annual pass holder. Pick this up. And then also, if you were at a booth, you get annual pass holder discounts on all the food. Not alcohol, but food. All the performers are out. Now, a couple hours before, they'll have the performers out, and then they have a band over there.
The band is crushing it. The band, I think, is like double the size compared to last year. For the first Epic update, they tried to make their own version of kind of like the City Walk preview merchandise store, but at their City Walk in Universal Studios Hollywood. Out there in Hollywood, no one really knows what Epic is. They talk about it in the tram tour a little bit.
Well, happy Mardi Gras. Are you happy green is everywhere now?
I don't care.
What's your favorite thing to eat for Mardi Gras?
Cockroaches.
All right, we're back inside the tribute store. We're gonna go over different cryptid, but let's go over the newspaper clippings for right here.
Okay, so these are gonna be local newspaper clippings, a collection of sightings and mysterious occurrences. So first off, we're gonna start with the clipping to the right. Another Mardi Gras party ends in screams as party guests witness the Chalmette headless horseman ghosts. During the chaotic time of Mardi Gras, many reports have come in of monsters and other beings that go bump in the night. Rarely are they listened to, as the majority are just prank calls or inebriated party goers. Last Tuesday, however, authorities did respond and got more than they bargained for when they witnessed a apparition of unknown Chalmette battlefield headless horseman ghosts, clear as day. And then this clipping ties into the store a little more. Paris Malfiette seen roaming the nearby swamps of Nesquam. Locals asked to be cautious. Folklore abounds in this region, and the Louisiana Spanish Moss Man is no exception. Known locally as Paris Malfiette, this humanoid creature with glowing red eyes is comprised of seemingly just moss and vegetation. Sightings of it believed to always follow some form of violence or terror as it slinks back into the bayou where it came from. Recently, these sightings have become ... As we know, you see them the Moss Man in one of the rooms inside the tribute store. So this is a little tease kind of leading to what's coming up.
So over here, right, in kind of the janky looking Baron exhibit, they have a little peacock, right, for NBC. So you got the NBC peacock right there represented. Next cryptid we're going to talk about, the whole backstory, is going to be the Flatwoods Monster, right?
Okay, so the Flatwoods Monster, also known as the Braxton County Monster or Phantom of the Flatwoods, a famous UFO-related cryptid that, while not necessarily violent in the sense of wishing deliberate harm on others, is noted for being a creature that supposedly caused danger to those it encountered. The Flatwoods Monster was described as over 10 feet tall and having a strange ace of spades shaped head, colored red, while its body was green. Depending on the witness, it either had no arms or very small stubs with sharp claws. The creature was supposedly encountered by several people during the course of September 12, 1952, and some witnesses claim the creature hovered towards them, emitting a shrill hissing sound, causing them to flee. Others claimed animals such as dogs would flee with their tails between their legs in fright. However, the real danger of the Flatwoods Monster did not reveal itself until later, when many of the witnesses reportedly became ill, and upon going to the doctors, they were diagnosed with symptoms similar to those of people who had been exposed to mustard gas. Whether this was deliberate exposure or not will likely never be known.
What'd you find?
I found a mouse.
Oh, you found another one. Again, there's 12 of them. There's one hidden all the way up there inside the merch. That's a good one. All right, the Baron is coming through right now.
Mardi Gras, let's go! Hi.
So we're here at the Bienville Music Hall, and this is where we're gonna get the stuff. So we'll pick up the food, but there's some great little Easter eggs on these posters over here. So let's go over them real quick.
Okay, so on this poster, one of the bands that's going to be performing is the Quint Trio. As you know, Quint is the character from the film Jaws, and Trio is because there's three main characters. And then underneath it, it says Neptune's Folly. Now that is actually going to be the boat from the fourth Jaws film, Jaws the Revenge. And then we can see the Bembridge Band, Sunset over Cairo. This is going to be a nod to the Mummy film series, which features the Bembridge Scholars, a group of academics from Bembridge School in England. So that's a little nod to the Mummy film series. That's going to say Biff and the Expo Players from time to time. As you know, there's a little nod to Back to the Future. Biff is the main villain, and then the Expo Players is funny because the World Expo is where the old Back to the Future attraction used to be located. The date is going to be July 18th. Now that is significant because that is the opening day of the mega movie parade at Universal Studios. Jaws and Back to the Future are represented within that parade. The next sign is going to say the Amity Swing. That is a little nod to Jaws and the town of Amity Island. Hill Valley Blues, right? That is a nod to Back to the Future, town of Hill Valley. And then the Eighth Wonder and many more. So the eighth wonder of the world is actually going to be King Kong. So we have a little nod to King Kong right there on this poster. So I love that they're adding little Easter eggs within food booths. Okay, we're starting off with the most hyped dish. It's gonna be the baked Cajun mac and cheese. It's gonna be a creamy, spicy cavatappi pasta with andouille sausage, Holy Trinity, and Cajun cream sauce.
And that's looking pretty good.
All right, mac and cheese did not disappoint. Got some good flavor in there. Fresh noodle. I thought it would be dried out, but it's just like this nice cheese crust on top. A little bit of breadcrumbs on there, but then you get a nice, the pop of flavor from the andouille sausage. I'm gonna do a 10 out of 10.
It's a must.
I'm gonna get that thing again.
All right, so the Holy Trinity in there is gonna be onion, celery, and bell peppers. That's what the Holy Trinity is. Gumbo time.
All right, so we got the chicken and sausage gumbo, stew of Trinity, chicken, andouille sausage, and bacon over white rice garnished with scallions. Better than years in the past. I'm gonna do like 8 out of 10 on that
All right, Adam, so we got some bad news. How many vegan dishes are there in all the food booths?
From what I understand, there's 2 vegan dishes this year from all the booths, yeah.
In all of Mardi Gras.
In all of Mardi Gras, there's 2 vegan dishes. Also, this year there's no modifications, apparently. I mean, I get it, it's busy, there's no modifications.
I will say Disney does have many vegan dishes on
Disney has
every
a
single
lot-
food booth.
Yeah, Disney has a lot of vegan dishes for every festival.
All right, so some social media updates about Epic Universe. Universal posted this on Instagram. A Starbucks in Celestial Park, ? Epic. South Campus team members can now enjoy a Starbucks beverage in Celestial Park before anyone else. It's exciting to see our team members starting to operate our venues in anticipation for Universal Epic Universe opening May 22nd. If you look at the back, but there's actually Helios and Stardust Racers and the entrance on these back screens. And then Greg Hall, who's a creative director, of Dark Universe, tweeted out this and said this statement. Even though we're using the most advanced advanced animated figures, a lot of their movement were performance captured from real people, which makes them feel more genuine and natural. And then Universal Apex tweeted out this, wow, I just called Universal Orlando Vacation Planning, and they said VIP and single day tickets will be available soon for Epic Universe. So there will be single day tickets for just standard guests, it looks like, coming very soon, and also the VIP packages.
We're at the Canada booth.
So it's gonna be margarita poutine, fresh mozzarella, roasted tomatoes, basil cream with pup fries. All right, a little bit of everything there. Margarita poutine, 7.5.
All right, so over here, we're gonna be going to the India booth next. They got some butter chicken. I wanna get that. I do like that pretty much all the menu signs, they have the actual image on it, because a lot of food festivals you'll go to, they'll just have the name, a description. You don't know what it looks like. Half the experience is just how it looks, right? You eat with your eyes. So that looks good, let's get that.
Here we go. So we got some butter chicken, tender chicken, and a spiced tomato butter sauce with naan bread and cilantro. Tender chunks of chicken, some good flavor there with the sauce. Naan bread, it's not Sanaa naan bread. It's kind of like an upscale, kind of like the store-bought bakery naan bread. I'm gonna do like an 8 out of 10 on the dish.
So we got Lombard's over there.
Culinary is kind of like training up at Lombard's. So again, like not everything is ready at Epic right now. Not all the kitchens and infrastructure is fully ready. There is a lot of training happening here in the park. Like Culinary has been training in Lombard's for different restaurants and everything, and it's been tastings, and so the food is turning out pretty well from what I've heard. So far, everybody who's kind of taste tested the food has pretty much enjoyed all the food that's coming to Epic.
Parade is starting at 6 o'clock. Everybody's lining up for it right now. So if you are an annual pass holder, they have a special annual pass holder spot over here by Mel's. You get a great view of the parade floats coming down the road. So highly suggest, if you want to get some good photos, pop over to the annual pass holder spot. The parade just finished. We're about to go to Louis or the Italy booth and try something new.
It's time for a trapezzini. So it's gonna be warm ciabatta, meatball, marinara with a spiced Parmesan on it. Decent tender meatball right there. I love the Parmesan on top. I think the ciabatta was the weakest part of that dish, but 7 out of 10.
All right, this is new. Look, they have all the windows lit up with Mardi Gras colors. It'll change. It looks like the food booth closed about 30 minutes before the park closes. So the parade was at 6, park closed at 7. We got all the lights that are changing on the building. That's gonna be changing pretty soon too.
All right, so then back to the talk about the marketing for Epic. It sounds like there might be something coming from the Super Bowl.
Let's just get a closer look. Mom?
5 immersive worlds. One amazing theme park. Our universe will never be the same.
Oh, you gotta see this.
Epic Universe, only at Universal Orlando Resort.
Pop into the Epic Universe Preview Center, see if there's any new merch. So good news, we have some new Super Nintendo World merch here. So this is the stuff that was at Stella Nova or it was at the airport. Now we have everything here. So we're gonna have the Donkey Kong shirt. Then we're gonna have this I have not seen yet, $32, the drawstring bag. $12, we'll have the Donkey Kong cup. $11 for the Donkey Kong pin. $14 for the Donkey Kong keychain. $16 for the Donkey Kong ID holder. They also brought over the plushies. And then these Donkey Kong plushes are $40 in the barrel. All the Donkey Kong merch has now been brought over from the airport and from Stella Nova for you to purchase inside City Walk.
So if you guys are going to Fan Fest for Universal Studios Hollywood, so if you are out there and you buy a power-up band, right, the power-up band that you purchase out there is gonna work here at Epic Universe.
The little fountain here, they have all the colors changed to green, purple, and gold for Mardi Gras.
So a lot of the floats you see in the parade and the statues and things like that were made by Clinton Studios.
Bam! Kern Studios. So we came over to the Coconut Club. They have this guy over here, right? So they have all the different candles. So we got one for fame, one for serenity, one for love over here. So you're gonna take your beads and it's almost kind of like a little offering. Hey, you got one on the end. We're gonna pop into Voodoo Donuts now because they have a special Mardi Gras donut we got to review.
All right, this is an interesting one. So it's gonna be the King's Crown, a yeast shell cut in the shape of a crown filled with cinnamon praline velvet top and dipped in a lemon zest flavored icing, topped off with a Sour Patch Kid as the baby, typically found in a king's cake.
That looks really
Huh, whoa. Okay, that's the most revolting voodoo donut I've ever eaten in my entire life. You think lemon icing, oh, it's gonna be nice, like a lemon pound cake or something. No, it's like lemon head candy. There's cinnamon in there. Then the Sour Patch Kid, 2.5 out of 10. Utterly disgusting. Do not get that.
Look how depressing this advertisement for The Voice is. The shadows, it just does not look like a happy show. It looks like Law and Order is having a new season or something.
Okay guys, we are back in the office. Before we talk about all the other Epic Universe information, I want to talk about Mardi Gras this year. Pleasantly surprised, kind of an epic budget cut year, so I was kind of, worried about how it was going to turn out, but I felt like they focused on quality over quantity. They didn't have as many booths, but it was good food. Really enjoyed the parade, the costumes. I felt like it was a great, celebration of the 30 years. You have a wonderful tribute store, a wonderful coconut club. There's a nice variety of things to do. I would say if you're on the fence about coming for Mardi Gras this year, I would say come. I think there's a lot of great highlights to the event this year. So now let's talk about Epic Universe. There's been a bunch of posts on social media about Epic Universe. So Universal posted this on Instagram. Some of our Epic team members are wearing their World's wardrobe for the first time. So this is gonna be for the How to Train Your Dragon land. I will say, those big jackets, it is like 110 degrees here during the summertime. I don't think they'll be wearing those jackets, but for the couple days that it is cold, I guess they can wear those jackets. But these costumes do look really cool and in-universe to the How to Train Your Dragon films. Universal Apex also tweeted out this: Yonder bags will be mandatory during Epic Universe technical rehearsals to prevent photos from leaking. And then they also tweeted out this: travel agents are receiving walking tours of Epic Universe this week. We are days away from soft opening. So what does this all mean? Are we getting previews happening next week? No. Things are just struggling behind the scenes. I think they'll be able to pull it off by the time Epic opens, but they are not ready for like previews. No. There is rumored to be like kind of a social media thing happening in a couple days. I believe that's kind of about the food stuff for Epic Universe. We'll just kind of have to wait and see for when content creators post that stuff. There is going to be team member previews and there will be annual pass holder previews. How it's going to operate is pretty much just like when the land is ready, then they will have previews there, but a lot of the lands aren't ready. And previews are not happening next week for, you know, team members or annual pass holders. That's gonna be a little further on when they kind of get everything a little more ironed out, if that makes sense. But yes, I have heard about the bags. They are gonna be having, you know, the team members, and then sometimes, I guess, content creators also put their phones in the bag so nothing gets spoiled or leaked, because as you know, they're working on it. It's a construction site. They don't want images and photos coming out of stuff not being ready. They wanna make sure it's, you know, looking nice and neat for when people come in and they have their cameras and phones and stuff like that. So then also Buy Reconstruct got these incredible shots during the nighttime of how Epic Universe looks. And then also Buy Reconstruct got some photos, so you can see a little bit more of that detail of what's happening within Epic Universe. So we see Helios right here, and one of the coolest bits, these kind of look like sprinkles, but we have lights. We got kind of that old school, just walkway lighting, reminded everybody kind of Epcot. And then during the daytime, we can really see the colors pop from the How to Train Your Dragon land. This one is kind of looking like the most complete. And then when you come over to Universal Monsters, right, we can see the portal. It says, "It's alive." I cannot wait to walk through this thing. Again, the castle is looking great. As you can see, there's all these different team members there now, training. We can see some violinists because there's gonna be live theme music that you'll kind of experience throughout the land. So while people are walking around, it still is a work in progress. So guys, on that note, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button and join the family.
We love the family.
Because I'm gonna keep you up to date on all things Universal Studios and Epic Universe around the country. I love you all, and I'll see y'all very soon. So this is gonna be for the How to Train Your land.